The beloved sitcom Welcome Back. Kotter captured audiences in the late 1970s with its witty humor, heartfelt moments, and unforgettable characters. From the quick-witted teacher Gabe Kaplan to the lively group of Sweathogs, the show became a cultural icon and launched the careers of several actors, including a young John Travolta. Decades have passed since its original run, and the cast members have each taken unique journeys, some continuing to thrive in Hollywood, others stepping away from the spotlight, and sadly, a few who have passed away. Join us as we revisit the stars of this classic series, exploring where life has taken them since their days at James Buchanan High and how their legacies continue to resonate with fans old and new. Gabe Kaplan portrayed Gabe Kotter in Welcome Back. Kotter, 1975 to 1979. He was 31 years old when he began the role, infusing it with a mix of youthful energy and personal insight drawn from his own comedic background. Gabe Kotter is a quick-witted, street-smart teacher who returns to James Buchanan High School, the very place where he once sat as a struggling student, to guide the infamous Sweathogs, a group of underachievers brimming with potential. Using humor, life lessons, and a sense of shared history, he transforms his classroom into a space of second chances and hard-earned respect. Kaplan's sharp delivery and natural warmth made Kotter the cornerstone of the series, balancing comedy with subtle heart. Off-screen, Gabriel W. Kaplan was born on March 31, 1944, in Brooklyn, New York. His career extended beyond acting into stand-up comedy and professional poker, where he gained further acclaim. As of 2025, Kaplan is 81 years old, celebrated for bringing empathy and authenticity to a groundbreaking sitcom. Marcia Strassman played Julie Kotter, Gabe's devoted wife, in Welcome Back, Kotter, 1975 to 1979. She was 27 years old when she began the role, showcasing a maturity and poise that brought depth to Julie's character. As Gabe navigates the daily unpredictability of teaching the rowdy Sweathogs, Julie stands as his pillar of support, offering practical wisdom, warmth, and humor in equal measure. Her presence adds a grounding family element to the series, reminding viewers that life outside the classroom often shapes the lessons within it. Strassman's charm and understated comedic timing helped elevate Julie from a side character to an essential source of emotional resonance. In real life, Marcia Ann Strassman was born on April 28, 1948, in New York City. She later achieved further recognition in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, 1989, and its sequel. She passed away on October 24, 2014, at age 66, from complications of breast cancer, remembered for performances that blended humor and heartfelt sincerity. Lawrence Hilton-Jacobs played Freddie Boom Boom Washington, the effortlessly cool and athletically gifted member of the Sweathogs, in Welcome Back, Kotter, 1975 to 1979. He was just 22 years old when he took on the role, bringing a perfect mix of charisma, athleticism, and sly humor to the character. Known for his trademark greeting, "Hi there," delivered with casual charm, Washington often steals scenes with his confidence, yet his character also reveals surprising sensitivity, loyalty, and aspiration. Beyond his basketball dreams, he provides wisdom and balance to the Sweathogs' antics, grounding their mischief in friendship and heart. Hilton-Jacobs brought authenticity to the role, crafting a character who resonated far beyond simple comedic appeal. Off-screen, Lawrence Hilton-Jacobs was born on September 4, 1953 in New York City. His career includes acclaimed roles in Roots, 1977, and Cooley High, 1975. As of 2025, he is 71 years old, still active in acting and celebrated for bringing charm, nuance, and staying power to a beloved sitcom classic. John Sylvester White portrayed Vice Principal Michael Woodman in Welcome Back, Kotter, 1975 to 1979. He was 55 years old when he began the role, bringing seasoned stagecraft and comedic precision to the no-nonsense administrator. Woodman is often gruff, sarcastic, and perpetually exasperated by the antics of the Sweathogs, yet flashes of reluctant admiration hint at his deeper care for the students he outwardly scolds. His comedic clashes with Gabe Kotter provided a central dynamic to the series, underscoring the tension between rigid rules and unorthodox teaching methods. White's sharp timing and ability to deliver biting lines while maintaining subtle humanity gave the character enduring appeal. Off-screen, John Sylvester White was born on October 31, 1919, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and enjoyed a steady television career prior to his signature role. He passed away on September 11, 1988, at age 68, from pancreatic cancer, leaving behind a legacy of finely tuned character work and dry, scene-stealing humor. Robert Hegyes portrayed Juan Luis Pedro Felipo de Huevos Epstein in Welcome Back, Kotter, 1975 to 1979. He was 24 years old when he began the role, channeling quick wit, sharp timing, and a sense of mischief that made Epstein one of the Sweathogs' most memorable members. Known for his trademark excuse notes, hilariously signed by his mother, Epstein brings street-smart humor and cultural pride to the classroom, celebrating his Puerto Rican and Jewish heritage with unshakable confidence. Though often the source of comic chaos, Epstein also displays moments of heartfelt loyalty and determination, reflecting the series' theme of finding greatness in unlikely places. Hegyes' energetic performance helped define the Sweathogs as more than troublemakers. They were young men full of resilience, dreams, and humor. Off-screen, Robert Hegyes was born on May 7, 1951, in Perth Amboy, New Jersey. He worked in television, film, and stage, later becoming an acting teacher. He passed away on January 26, 2012, at age 60, from a heart attack, leaving behind a character whose comic spirit remains iconic. John Travolta portrayed Vinnie Barbarino in Welcome Back, Kotter, 1975 to 1979. He was 21 years old when he began the role, bringing youthful swagger and magnetic charm that quickly made Barbarino the breakout character of the series. Vinnie is the self-proclaimed leader of the Sweathogs, a good-looking, slightly vain, but ultimately kind-hearted student who mixes streetwise confidence with a lovable dose of cluelessness. His humorous malapropisms and exaggerated bravado became trademarks, while his loyalty to his friends and occasional vulnerability gave the character surprising depth. Travolta's natural charisma helped propel him to stardom, with Kotter serving as the launchpad for his future success in Saturday Night Fever, 1977, and Grease, 1978. Off-screen, John Joseph Travolta was born on February 18, 1954, in Englewood, New Jersey. His career grew to include iconic roles across film and television, earning him critical and commercial acclaim. As of 2025, Travolta is 71 years old, still recognized as one of Hollywood's most enduring stars. Ron Palillo portrayed Arnold Horshack in Welcome Back, Kotter, 1975 to 1979. He was 26 years old when he began the role, crafting one of television's most distinctive comedic personalities. Horshack, with his awkward charm, wheezing laugh, and trademark cry of "Ooh, ooh, ooh, Mr. Kotter," quickly became a fan favorite. Yet beyond his quirky mannerisms, Horshack reveals himself as an eager, tender-hearted young man, always striving for recognition and belonging among his peers. Palillo's portrayal infused the character with warmth and subtle depth, elevating him from mere comic relief to a symbol of the series' underdog spirit. Off-screen, Ronald Gabriel Palillo was born on April 2, 1949, in New Haven, Connecticut. His career extended to theater, voice work, and teaching, reflecting a lifelong dedication to performance. He passed away on August 14, 2012, at age 63 from a heart attack, leaving behind a legacy of heartfelt humor and one of sitcom history's most endearing misfits.
Vernee Watson portrayed Vernigan Williams a recurring character in Welcome Back, Kotter, 1975 to 1979. She was 26 years old when she began the role, bringing a lively charm and distinctive comedic style to the show. Verna Jean is one of the few female characters to interact closely with the Sweathogs, often matching their wit with sharp remarks of her own, while exuding confidence and intelligence. Though appearing in a limited number of episodes, Watson made Verna Jean memorable through her vibrant presence and timing. Off-screen, Vernie Watson was born on September 28, 1949 in New York City. She went on to build a prolific career in television, including roles in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, General Hospital, and many other hit shows, earning acclaim for her versatility. As of 2025, she is 75 years old, continuing to work in the entertainment industry and admired for her decades-spanning body of work. Stephen Shortridge joined the cast of Welcome Back, Kotter in its later seasons, portraying Beau Delabarre from 1978 to 1979. He was 26 years old when he began the role, stepping in as a new Sweathog to add fresh energy to the group. Beau is a charming Southern student with good looks, a polite demeanor, and a knack for surprising others with his down-home wisdom. Unlike some of the original Sweathogs, Beau brings a quieter, more easygoing presence to the class, serving as a foil to their boisterous antics. Shortridge's portrayal gave the final season a slightly different dynamic, keeping the series engaging even as the cast evolved. Off-screen, Stephen Shortridge was born on October 23, 1951, in Iowa. Beyond acting, he transitioned into a career as a painter and author, pursuing creative work outside Hollywood. As of 2025, Shortridge is 73 years old, known for his varied artistic talents and contribution to the show's final chapter.
Ellen Travolta portrayed Mrs. Horshack O'Hara in Welcome Back, Kotter, 1977 to 1979, delivering a delightful mix of motherly warmth and comedic flair. She was 38 years old when she first stepped into the role, embodying the spirited and supportive nature of Arnold Horshack's mother, who often appeared to guide her quirky son through life's humorous mishaps. Mrs. Horshack O'Hara added another layer of family-centered comedy to the series, contrasting with the Sweathogs' classroom escapades while reinforcing the show's themes of friendship, community, and belonging. Ellen's ability to infuse her character with heart, humor, and a touch of Italian-American charm made her a memorable part of the series, even in a recurring capacity. Off-screen, Ellen Travolta, born October 6, 1939, in Englewood, New Jersey, has enjoyed a diverse career in television, with credits including Charles in Charge and Happy Days. As of 2025, she is 85 years old and remains beloved as part of one of Hollywood's most famous acting families, being the elder sister of John Travolta, who also starred in the show. Charles Fleischer portrayed Carvelli in Welcome Back, Kotter, 1976 to 1979, a street-smart and occasionally scheming character who often found himself in humorous misadventures with the Sweathogs. He was 26 years old when he began the role, bringing his signature blend of quirky charm and sharp comedic instincts to the part. Carvelli stands out for his quick wit, fast talk, and ability to navigate the chaotic world of James Buchanan High with a mix of bravado and sly humor. Fleischer's portrayal provided the series with a distinct energy, adding comedic tension and playful rivalry within the Sweathogs circle. Off-screen, Charles Fleischer was born on August 27, 1950, in Washington, D.C. Beyond Kotter, he achieved fame as the voice of Roger Rabbit in Who Framed Roger Rabbit, 1988, and became widely respected for his work as a comedian, writer, and musician. As of 2025, Fleischer is 75 years old, continuing to be celebrated for his contributions to both television and animation, including his memorable turn on this classic sitcom. Deborah Lee Scott played Rosalie Hotsy Totsy in Welcome Back, Kotter, 1975 to 1977, a character who brought a unique mix of sass, charm, and teenage rebelliousness to the Sweathogs world. She was 22 years old when she began the role, portraying Rosalie as a spirited young woman with a knack for stirring up fun and delivering sharp one-liners that perfectly matched the show's comedic tone, though her appearances were not as frequent as the main cast. Scott's vibrant presence made Hotsy Totsy a fan-favorite supporting character, adding variety and a different dynamic to the series. Off-screen, Deborah Lee Scott was born on April 2, 1953, in Elizabeth, New Jersey. She went on to appear in other television hits, such as Mary Hartman and Angie, as well as the Police Academy film series. She passed away on April 5, 2005, at age 52, from complications related to a coma, leaving behind a legacy of bold, lively performances that captured the spirit of 1970s television comedy. John Astin portrayed Mr. Gore in Welcome Back, Kotter, 1976, bringing his signature quirky charm to the series. He was 46 years old when he took on the role, delivering a performance filled with sharp comedic timing and eccentricity. Mr. Gore, like many of the faculty members at James Buchanan High, was a colorful character who perfectly complemented the antics of the Sweathogs while highlighting the chaos and humor of the school environment. Astin's portrayal stood out for his ability to make even brief appearances memorable, adding a touch of sophistication and sly wit to the show. Born on March 30, 1930 in Baltimore, Maryland, John Astin is widely celebrated for his iconic role as Gomez Addams in The Addams Family, 1964 to 1966. His career spans stage, film, and television, with roles in classics like Night Court and Evil Roy Slade. As of 2025, Astin is 95 years old and regarded as a living legend of American television, remembered for his distinctive energy and remarkable versatility as an actor. Susan Lanier took on the role of Bambi Forster in Welcome Back, Kotter, 1975, portraying a lively, playful character whose charm brought an extra spark to the early episodes. She was 28 years old when she joined the series, delivering a performance that captured the carefree energy of youth while adding humor and warmth to the ensemble dynamic. Bambi Forster may not have been a central figure, but Lanier made the most of her screen time, crafting a character who fits seamlessly into the quirky world of James Buchanan High and left a lasting impression on fans of the show. Off-screen, Susan Lanier was born August 1, 1947, in Dallas, Texas. She built a career that spanned television, film, and stage, most notably starring in Wes Craven's cult classic, The Hills Have Eyes, 1977, as well as making guest appearances on a number of hit TV shows throughout the 1970s and 1980s. As of 2025, she is 78 years old, occasionally appearing at pop culture conventions and revisiting the legacy of her diverse career in interviews celebrating classic television. Della Reese brought her trademark poise and grace to the role of Mrs. Jean Tremaine in Welcome Back, Kotter, 1979, appearing during the show's later seasons to provide a memorable blend of humor and authority. She was 48 years old at the time of her performance, which showcased her ability to elevate even a brief role with charisma and presence. Known primarily as a singer before transitioning into acting, Reese delivered her lines with a natural sense of rhythm and wit, adding depth to the guest character and enriching the series' roster of notable appearances. Off-screen, Della Reese Patricia Early, professionally known as Della Reese, was born July 6, 1931, in Detroit, Michigan. She began her career as a gospel and jazz singer before becoming a successful actress, best remembered for her iconic role as Tess in Touched by an Angel, 1994 to 2003. She passed away on November 19, 2017, at age 86, due to complications from diabetes, leaving behind a multifaceted legacy as an entertainer, spiritual leader, and pioneer for African-American performers in television and music. Pat Morita played Taro Takahashi in Welcome Back, Kotter, 1976 to 1977, offering a lighthearted and culturally distinctive presence to the series. He was 44 years old when he stepped into the role, bringing warmth and humor that meshed seamlessly with the eccentric personalities of the Sweathogs and faculty. Takahashi, with his subtle wit and charming demeanor, reflected Morita's talent for creating likable and memorable characters with limited screen time. Born June 28, 1932 in Ileton, California, Noriyuki "Pat" Morita built a celebrated career in Hollywood, overcoming early hardships and typecasting to become one of the most respected Asian American actors in television and film. He earned worldwide fame as Mr. Miyagi in the Karate Kid franchise, a role that earned him an Academy Award nomination. Off-screen, Morita battled various health challenges but continued acting well into the 2000s. He passed away on November 24, 2005, at the age of 73, due to kidney failure, leaving a legacy of warmth, humor, and inspiration for future generations of performers.
Alan Oppenheimer portrayed Dr. Mel Melman in Welcome Back, Kotter, 1977, at the age of 47, bringing his trademark charm and versatility to the beloved sitcom. Dr. Melman, a quirky, witty, and slightly unconventional figure, stood out among the faculty of James Buchanan High School. His scenes often played with intellectual humor, offering a fresh dynamic that contrasted with the mischievous nature of the Sweathogs. Oppenheimer's portrayal was sharp, engaging, and filled with subtle comedic beats that showcased his range as a performer. Born April 23, 1930 in New York City, Oppenheimer had already built an extensive career by the time he joined the show, appearing in series like Get Smart, Star Trek, The Next Generation, and St. Elsewhere. Beyond live-action roles, he achieved legendary status in voice acting, famously voicing Skeletor in He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, and characters in the Transformers, the Smurfs, and Centurions. As of 2025, Alan Oppenheimer is 95 years old, celebrated not only for his prolific work across multiple decades, but also for shaping some of the most iconic voices in animation history. Herb Edelman portrayed Mo Epstein in Welcome Back, Kotter, 1977, appearing as the colorful relative of Juan Epstein, adding comedic tension and heartfelt moments to the series. He was 44 years old when he joined the show, bringing a seasoned actor's depth and nuance to a guest role that left a lasting impression. Known for his natural ability to deliver humor with sincerity, Edelman brought Mo to life as a character who mirrored the eccentric yet heartfelt tone of the show, blending perfectly with the Sweathogs' offbeat energy. Born November 5, 1933 in Brooklyn, New York, Edelman enjoyed a prolific career across film and television, including his well-known role as Stanley Zbornak in The Golden Girls. His versatility allowed him to shift between comedy and drama effortlessly. He passed away on July 21, 1996 at the age of 62, due to emphysema, cutting short a career filled with memorable performances that continue to resonate with fans of classic television.
Ned Wertheimer appeared as the second substitute teacher in Welcome Back, Kotter, 1977, lending his sharp comedic instincts and stage-honed presence to the sitcom. At 54 years old, he brought a sense of seasoned authority mixed with exasperated humor to the role, perfectly embodying a substitute struggling to maintain order in the Sweathogs' unpredictable classroom. Born October 27, 1923, in Buffalo, New York, Wertheimer was a familiar face to television audiences, best remembered for his iconic role as Ralph the Doorman on The Jeffersons, 1975 to 1985, where he appeared in over 100 episodes. His career also spanned Broadway and guest roles on shows like WKRP in Cincinnati, Mork and Mindy, and Gunsmoke. He passed away on January 2, 2013, at the age of 89 from complications of a fall. Wertheimer's work, particularly his ability to elevate small roles with wit and personality, remains a testament to his enduring influence in television comedy.
Jack Dodson brought warmth, wit, and subtle comedic timing to the role of Mr. Hanson in Welcome Back, Kotter, 1977, joining the series at 46 years old. Hansen was a quietly observant faculty member who occasionally found himself swept up in the chaos caused by the Sweathogs. But Dodson's performance lent the character a dignified, almost avuncular charm. Born May 16, 1931 in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Dodson was already a well-known television actor by the time he appeared on Kotter, having played Howard Sprague on The Andy Griffith Show and its spin-off Mayberry RFD, roles that showcased his talent for portraying soft-spoken yet endearing characters. His career also included appearances on Barney Miller, All in the Family, and Newhart, further solidifying his reputation as a reliable character actor. Jack Dodson passed away on September 16, 1994, at the age of 63 from heart failure. Despite his passing, his performances continue to resonate with audiences who appreciate the understated charm he brought to television comedy. Melody Anderson joined Welcome Back, Kotter in 1977 at the age of 22, portraying the blonde sweathog with vibrant energy and a playful edge. Though her role was brief, she brought authenticity and youthful charm to the classroom dynamic, reflecting the rebellious yet endearing spirit of the Sweathogs who made the series so popular. Anderson's ability to make an impression in a small role was evident, hinting at the screen presence that would later define her career. Born December 3, 1955 in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, Anderson soon transitioned to starring roles in both television and film, most notably as Dale Arden in the cult classic Flash Gordon, 1980, and in the thriller Dead and Buried, 1981. Her career also included guest appearances on Chips, St. Elsewhere, and Jake and the Fat Man. In later years, Anderson retired from acting to pursue a career in social work, specializing in addiction counseling, where she has made a lasting impact helping others overcome personal struggles. As of 2025, she is 69 years old and remains admired for her dual legacy in entertainment and mental health advocacy.
Who is your favorite character from Welcome Back, Kotter? How do you feel knowing that some cast members are no longer with us? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoy this type of content, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated. We appreciate your support and are glad to have you as part of our community.